ready to go film?
Yeah, I'm ready. Jeez.
Whoa, Ann, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm getting old.
You're not that old.
I don't know, pal. I'm pretty old.
I think we have a lot of animals at Como that are older than you.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe you, but let's go check it out. Hey everyone, Ann over here at Como Park Zoo and Conservatory. Sometimes animals spend their entire lives at Como. Sometimes animals are sent here to retire, and sometimes animals start here and then spend the rest of their lives elsewhere. It's important that we know how to take care of animals at all life stages, from the very young to the very old. Caring for elderly residents is especially important. Let's go meet some of the more elderly residents of Como and see how we meet their unique needs. Our first elderly resident is Amanda, an orangutan. This princess of Como is currently our oldest resident at 45 years old. In the wild, orangutans can live to be about 35 to 45, but under human care, they can live into their 50s. Amanda has reached her golden years due to the special care she's received here at Como. Amanda arrived at Como 40 years ago. Before that, she had to be hand-raised by zookeepers at another zoo. This early experience means she's especially interested in humans. She likes to watch and mimic them. For example, when zookeepers are sweeping, she will often sweep with her hands along with them, or gather food debris in waste buckets like she's seen the zookeepers do. She likes to keep a neat space. She also enjoys painting, combing her hair, and playing musical instruments like the harmonica. To help care for Amanda in her older age, she gets special diet items like prunes and cranberry juice to help her digest food a little easier. She also gets medicine to help with arthritis in her hands. When caring for older apes, zookeepers make sure that they have easier paths to climb higher up in their habitats. They also get softer bedding, and they lower hammocks for sleeping. But it's still important that they get their exercise, so training and mental stimulation is still really important for them. Let's go meet another elderly resident of Como.
Well, I'm sure you expected only animals today, but some of our plants are really old as well. We're behind the scenes in the greenhouse, and I'd like to introduce you to the temple tree. This large bonsai has been at Como since 2011, but the tree itself is 475 years old. Just think, this tree saw the discovery and invention of cars and electricity. It saw the founding of the United States, and it was even around when we discovered gravity. Now that's an old tree.
The temple tree was found in the wild in 1992 in an area that was going to be cleared for construction. The discoverer removed the tree from the wild to save it from being cut down, and then shaped it into a bonsai. Bonsai, which means tray planting in Japanese, is an art form where trees or plants are pruned into specific shapes and grown in shallow pots. The purpose is to represent a miniaturized but realistic representation of nature in the form of a tree. The temple tree may be old, but the art of bonsai has been around for 1,000 years.
This tree is almost 500 years old, but some trees can live to be 5,000 years old. A special tree like this requires special care, but luckily, our horticulture staff are up to the task. All right, who can we go see next? I know, someone with scales. All right, that's more like it. I'm sure Erwin here is super old. Let's take a look. Looks like Erwin is, oh, she's only 30 years old? Well, I guess that does make her one of the older residents of Como, but as a Galapagos tortoise, that means she's still a young lady. You hear that, Erwin? You're still a young lady.
Galapagos tortoises, like other giant tortoises, live a long time. In fact, they are some of the oldest living animals on the planet. In the wild, Galapagos tortoises can live to well over 100 years. And under human care, these tortoises have lived to at least 175 years.
Because Galapagos tortoises are so large and so slow, it's important that they participate in their own health care. That way we can make sure they stay nice and healthy for another 130 years. Erwin here is very food motivated, and her favorite treats are strawberries and melon. We can use those rewards to ask her to move into different areas or even step up on a scale to measure her weight. All right, I think we have one more elderly resident we should definitely go meet.
Irwin may have been a young lady for her species, but Neil the polar bear is old for his species. In fact, Neil is the second oldest male bear in North America. Neil is 26 years old, which is quite old for a male bear. Females live about a decade longer, but males usually live into their 20s. But with special care with humans, they can live into their 30s. Caring for a bear as special as Neil is really important. Let's hear from one of his zookeepers to learn more about what that takes.
Hi, I'm Julie, and I'm one of the zookeepers here that takes care of Neil, our older polar bear. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. Now, Neil, even though he's older, he is actually just like a big kid, and he enjoys getting new toys, and he enjoys swimming in his pool. And something else that he really enjoys is dessert. And believe it or not, Neil does have a little bit of a sweet tooth. He likes marshmallows, and one of his favorite things is whipped cream. And that is actually very helpful to us because we use it to get his medications in him. As he is aging, we do see some wear and tear on his joints, and he kind of is a little stiffer. So he does get some pain meds daily, and we are able to give him those meds in a tasty tortilla with whipped cream, one of his favorite things.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing, Julie. Neil sure is unique. Older animals can often need special care, but special care can help them live a lot longer than animals in the wild. We're so lucky to have these amazing residents at Como, and I hope the next time you visit, you'll give them some extra special attention.
What'd I tell you, Ann? Lots of older animals at Como.
Well, you weren't wrong, but I gotta say, I'm still older than 2 of them.
Wait, 2? Just how old are you?
See y'all next time.